Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Cincinnati Man. I'm back here with my sister.
Hello.
We back. We talk about some things. A number of things has happened since last Sunday to now.
Yeah.
How you feeling? Feeling pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Sure.
Look, we gotta bow our heads in remembrance of what do you think I'm? What do you think? What do you think I'm talking about? Go ahead.
OJ.
Nah, J.COLE. We remember J.COLE being one of the don't mess with him. Don't mess with him. Everybody leave him alone. Leave him alone. And then he apologized this past Sunday. And shocked everyone, including you, because you didn't know about it. You were asleep. And I sent you a message. You were like, what? And you, for the record, you never wanted any of this anyway.
No.
You didn't like it.
I did not.
You didn't see the point of it.
I don't.
So you're happy, but at the same time.
When Kendrick initiated, I mean, he didn't initiate it. I don't think he did. I don't think he did. But when he responded, I didn't like it. It made me cringe. And then J. Cole said his thing, apparently, because I still have not heard 7 Minute Drill. I refuse to listen to it.
Oh, yeah. Well, have you ever listened to it?
I know. I can't find it now. It's deleted. I listened to the rest of the album and it was great. But yeah. Once I saw on Instagram that he responded to Kendrick, I said, I'm not listening to this.
I feel weird now. I don't know if you've seen a lot of people say that. They feel weird now listening to J. Cole.
Why?
Like when he's talking about don't come for me. Don't come for me. I'll take you out. And it's like, to dinner.
I mean, you can see he really respects Kendrick. So I think it's different. I think the Cole Kendrick situation is different.
I think that,
you know what I think it is? He's been hanging around Drake too much.
Whoa. Though look, J. Cole, this is Drake. Ain't got nothing to do with it. We are not gonna put this on King of Canada. King of Canada. I'm sorry. We ain't gonna put the nah. We ain't. I'm not here for this slander. First of all,
call it what you want.
Remember, this is Mr. Meditate. This is Mr. got his dreads and everything.
So why are people shocked that he apologized? If he has that, if you
dang, why you get with that energy? Hold up, wait a minute, we family. Dang, okay, let's do it again. Okay.
If you are saying all that stuff about J. Cole, why is everybody shocked that he apologized? If he's Mr. Meditation.
No. We are shocked that he apologized because he gets his perception is when he moves, he making a move. So whatever thing he about to say,
he made a move. He didn't. No.
He's gonna say it and stand on business. Now we out of business. Grand opening, grand closing. It's over. Which is fine. Look, I'm not gonna be sitting here being like one of those people that be like, I'll never listen to it again. But I am gonna be laughing a lot more. Look, he's an amazing talent. I've listened to 3. I can't never remember the name. The one with the basketball hoop burning on fire, and then a couple of years, this past year, I listened to Born Center. Mm-hmm. This year, I've listened to Born Center, and I listened to Mike Delete, and I've been very impressed lyrically how good he is. And unfortunately, before the apology, anybody who ever listened was like, "Ooh, if Drake or Kendrick try to get that smoke, he goes, it's gonna be good." Remember, I even had an argument with Hunter, and then it turned into the I forget when the apology dropped. It was like Saturday or something. I was hanging out with Hunter, and we got some coffee, and he's a huge Kendrick stan. He was like, how dare you say that thing about classics? He was like, J. Cole ain't even got one classic album. I was like, what you mean?
That's not true.
I was like, hold up. Do you ever listen to J. Cole? And then he said on there, he was like, I've listened to a little bit, but none of his albums are classics. And then he said something like, well, it ain't commercial. And I'm like, no, he said commercial. He did the classic and then commercial. I was like, look, man. I was like, I haven't listened to Forest Hills Drive yet. I haven't listened to it yet.
My favorite.
But then you said he might only have one.
I didn't say that.
No, when Hunter said you didn't correct him. When Hunter said J. Cole ain't got no classics, you didn't classic album. You ain't correct him.
Because that's Hunter's opinion.
So what's your opinion?
I think he has multiple classic albums.
And they are?
Born Center, Forest Hill Drive. Now you got me saying the Burning Basketball.
Yeah, Burning Basketball.
Off Season.
Oh, okay.
And then there's like a mixtape, but I can't find it on Apple Music. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You telling me you don't see why people would find it kind of funny if you ever jumped out the window on dissing? And you know it's funny, somebody had a timeline of him dissing like going at people, and then like if somebody say something to him, he'll jab them back, and then he'll come out and be like, nah, we ain't on that. And it's just like,
I mean, that's what he feels in the moment, you know.
Yeah, but it's interesting because I you know who I blame about all this? It getting out of hand?
Drake.
Wow. No. Again, no. I blame the hip hop, the dangerous part of the hip hop culture of meaning like, oh, y'all beef, somebody gotta get shot. Because they like J. Cole was like, yeah, I don't want to know. And the way everybody implying, it's like, we know y'all dudes ain't like that. Well, this is the problem. We know Cole ain't gonna like Bootsy said, like the entourages and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know Bootsy ain't like that. We know Drake ain't like that.
You mean Cole?
Yeah, Cole ain't like that. You know Drake ain't like that. But the problem is, especially Drake, he got these goons running around, which he does. These random goons, and it's sad because like there's a battle within hip hop because hip hop be like, yeah, let's just battle, and they'll start naming people they used to battle and stuff. Like, oh, like these old school guys. No, but they behind the scenes, so one of their friends was getting roughed up and stuff.
Yeah, just listen to the stories about Hammer.
Yeah, and people try to say like just like. They'd be like, oh, the bridge is over and all that stuff. But no, they saw each other. Somebody might get into a scuffle. Yeah. And over the years, the gangsterness and the aggression of hip hop, that's the sad part about it. Because some people the people that's saying they just want it on wax are just regular people that ain't in there like that. You know what I mean? Mm. Regular people like you and me, like, oh, I wonder what the rap going to be next. But then you got this subgenre that's always actually ain't even a subgenre. It's always been a major part of hip hop. Oh, they said that about you? You want me to get them?
And I feel like Cole kind of leaned into the pressure of responding because at the core, I don't think that's really him. Like what he said in his apology, I think that's really him. But like what he said on the record, he don't really believe that. I just feel like he was pressured by society to respond.
So, you know what I love about this? You said that Kendrick didn't shoot the first shot.
He did not.
I'm assuming you're referring to first shooter mode.
Uh-huh. Okay. And several other things.
Okay, but Kendrick has been going back and forth with Drake and a little bit with Cole. Some people say a little bit with Cole, but like there's some kind of like little sub stuff. Yeah. But the most aggressive person that ever said anything was Kendrick, but nobody cared. F y'all. It's like, whoa, wait a minute, hold up. Kendrick has been the most aggressive out of everybody, but everybody just like, yeah, I can't believe Drake and Cole. You like, yo, your man's over here ready to jump out the window. He if anybody's gonna get anybody shot, you already, yeah. So let's like it just hit me one day, like, wait a minute, this dude, Kendrick is crazy. And everybody just like, do. It's like, wait a minute, you doing it right now, but it's fine. Hey, I just noticed it. I'm sorry. I just noticed it. I was
don't
like,
think that was aggressive. Like,
no, yeah, but I'll kill it. He does like that. Yeah, look, like he was. You know what this felt like? That diss track felt like a Control Part 2 almost.
Yeah.
Like they were very similar.
Yeah.
And I remember we talked about it on the last pod when we did. We was like, did we talk about it when we were like, does Drake really? How should he? Does he have to? We said, do you have to respond to everything that everybody says? Because now everybody's trying to say stuff. And the question is, do you need to respond to every single person?
No.
And, The Weeknd came out supposedly and said something. And then The Weeknd. He said something. And then, look, this is going to sound horrible. You ready for it? Who look, here this little. I'm saying like, oh man. Hey, who that boy married to Rihanna? A$AP Rocky. he said something too.
About what?
No, they jumped on different tracks, dissing Drake, and it's like, okay, y'all, like,
I did hear about that.
It's just one of those weird. It's one of these weird things that kind of like, okay, if everybody do it, is it kind of starting to lose its potency because everybody gonna keep doing it, and it is kind of the thing like like he might as well just chill and see, just get the number, like you see how many other people, because at this point it's like, who else gonna say something? You know?
I don't know.
Yeah, why you start laughing when I said The Weeknd though? Why you start
laughing? So random.
But they tried to sign. It was some weird history with them and stuff.
They do have like a little beef.
Yeah, them, and it seems to go away, and then it pops back up.
They're frenemies, probably.
Yeah. So, you know, I think it's time to move on to the next subject. You know, I what else to say? I'm just saying, please, J. Cole, don't jump out the window on nobody else. Because, like I said, there's literally, you could look it up on YouTube. There's history of him jumping out the window or responding, and he'd be like, nah, we good. Then nah, we good.
Yeah, I think that was him in the moment.
Yeah.
You know?
So he's very sensitive, you would say.
No, I mean, he's very aware of himself. I think.
Is he?
I think so.
Is he?
That took a lot to get on stage and apologize.
That brother needs therapy. J. Cole needs therapy.
Don't we all?
No. No. I want him to find closure in his life where him just dissing somebody doesn't have him. I can't believe it. Oh. I'm like, brother, it's okay, man. You just,
because he knew what he said wasn't right.
Like, man, hey, guess what? I'm gonna say what's right. I think To Pimp a Butterfly is overrated.
Let's move on to the next topic.
I think it's okay, but I thought it was overrated. So when he said it, I was like, he said what I be thinking. Do I think he's one of the greatest lyricists of all time? Yes. I loved Good Kid, Mad City. I love Damn. I love half of the Mr. Morales and the Big Stepper. I feel lyrically he has some bars on there, but I felt the track listing itself was like inconsistent. It was up and down for me. Because I would hear it'd be like half of the song I would like, and then it would turn and it'd be like, dang. But my favorite one of all time by him is Section 80. I don't know if you ever listened to Section 80.
Of course.
I don't know. How I'm supposed to know? Because it wasn't like mainstream like that at the time. No.
But you're talking to me, a Kendrick fan.
You a Kendrick Cole fan.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I can like both of them, and I do.
That's it, Kendrick Cole. Anyway, I didn't listen to that till I didn't listen to Section 80 until maybe a year or so after Good Kid, Mad City. I didn't even know Section 80 really existed because I didn't know. I wasn't in the grassroots of whatever.
Yeah.
But that's my favorite. That's my favorite lyrically. I love Section 80 because that makes me want to rap. That makes me want to make music. I ain't say it was good. I just said it just makes me creatively get in that pocket. You know. So yeah, I'm sorry. To Pimp a Butterfly is solid. I get what he was trying to go for. You know, I do like that one song. What was that one song? What's that song?
King Kunta. All right.
All right's amazing. All right's amazing. And there's like one other one where, what's that video where he's walking through the to the corner store and grabbing something? Is it?
King Kunta.
Is it that?
Yeah, he had on a jacket and a blue hat.
I heard the lyrics. That's what it is.
I love the bass in that song.
Okay, this is the best way to explain it. I remember Hunter was talking about how people don't like Yeezus. Remember?
I admit I've never heard Yeezus. That's when I stopped listening to Kanye. After 808 and Heartbreaks, My Twisted Dark Fantasy, I stopped listening.
Look. You know I'm tired. Look, you always got some stuff from you want me to watch. You need to listen to Yeezus. But anyway.
Do I have to?
Yeah, you gotta listen to this. Hey, I don't want to hear. You challenged me to listen to Taylor Swift. You challenged me to listen to Beyonce. You challenged me to go to the concert. Not challenged, you asked. You asked all of this.
You could have said no.
And I have been there for you.
All right.
Listen to Yeezus. And you know, you ain't gotta listen to it at the same time. Just go ahead and get it. But anyway, no, it was such. The bottom line is, what Hunter was saying was like the way Yeezus is so sonically different, it kind of threw people off.
Mm-hmm.
That was the same way To Pimp a Butterfly was. When you compare it to Mad City and it turned into what it turned into, it did obviously surprise people. Like, whoa, this is not. It wasn't on the same. Look, you have to put your standards down and just be objective.
I know that's why I'm not saying anything because that's your opinion.
No. What you're saying is you're a stand.
Of course, your opinion is your opinion. I can't, I don't think I can change it. I love To Pimp a Butterfly. The only song on there that I do not listen to is You.
And don't listen to your brother either. Listen to You.
A very deep, I don't want to say song, spoken word thing. And it sounds like he's drunk. And actually, he is drunk. You can hear the bottles.
Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm on a fast.
Well, good for you.
There's root beer and ice cream in here. I'm fat.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking.
I know. I was making a joke.
I know.
Tell you.
Yeah, that's the only song on there, and I love it. So,
yeah. Okay. You want? Oh, that's it. Yeah. We gonna do this right now. Yeah. Okay. You want you Kendrick stand?
Yes.
Give me the worst album to the best. They're all good. What's your least favorite?
I would say the album that I listen to the least to the. Okay.
Yeah. See. Look.
I listen to all his.
Of course. Stand. It's okay.
To be honest, I listen to Kendrick more than I listen to J.COLE. Honestly.
You already said Kendrick's your favorite.
Yeah.
And J.COLE's like
on the way over here, I was listening to Kendrick.
You was watching this concert.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what I listen to the least. Probably no. The Unmastered.
I'm talking about. I ain't talking about. I'm not talking about the Untitled. I'm talking about.
Untitled. Sorry.
Yeah. I see. I'm just talking about the straight up. I ain't talking about the B-side of stuff. I'm talking about the straight up. You got To Pimp a Butterfly. No, you got Mad.
Good Kid. Mad
yeah, you got Mad City. You got Butterfly. You got Cuss Word. And then you got Miles Morales.
That's not called Miles.
Yeah,
Morales.
So Mad City, Butterfly, Cuss Word, and Miles Morales. Which one of them is your favorite? How about that? Which one's your favorite?
I can't pick a favorite.
It ain't even that serious. We went like a total of like 2 minutes of you trying.
Sorry, I can't pick a favorite. I listen to all of his albums.
You know something? When I hear people talk like this, I ask myself, do I stand out that much where I say everything they do is perfect?
Do you count the Black Panther
soundtrack? Absolutely not. That's a soundtrack.
Okay, don't get me started.
Don't get me started on that. That's not. You know what's funny? What happened to sound like
soundtracks from the 90s?
No, I realized something because the same thing kind of happened. You know, one of our favorite soundtracks growing up that really didn't have nothing to do with it.
Oh,
that did not have nothing to do with the movie.
What?
Bad Boys 2 soundtrack.
Yeah,
that was jumping. When you look back at it, you're like, man, that was good. But then when you really think about it, you're like, that got nothing to do with the movie. That's why it's funny. They do have two different soundtracks for movies. They got the score, and then they got the song. But what did it have some good stuff on it? That Black Panther soundtrack, yeah. But I always laugh when I think about it, that thing. It had no kind of. It had little hints of Black Panther, but it had nothing to do with anything. So yeah, we're moving on.
I think Damn is my favorite album.
Really? It is. You know something? It is. Isn't it like short too?
Not to me. Well, yeah.
I think there's less songs on that one too. I think.
It is. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's. I don't know. Don't hold me to that answer.
Now, let's go ahead and talk about this. Because you never know where I'm going with this. Because I just pick random. I'd like to know. You asked me because I missed it. Wow, you asked me because I missed it. What about the women's game?
Women's championship game.
Yeah. Well, like I never caught any of it. It's funny. Me and James was arguing back and forth. He's like, I'm tired of everybody acting like Iowa was this little Cinderella team. He's like, they've been good for years now.
Yeah.
And I was like, has it been years? It's been longer than 3. Has it been only since she's been there? And then when they had that thing, like, this is the first time Iowa's been to this part of the tournament
for the past couple years.
No,
been good.
yeah, but that's what I told him. I was like, dude, yeah, because this is me just guessing, assuming. I was like, yeah, because supposedly the talent that they have is not equal to a UConn, equal to a South Carolina, equal to a LSU. So what they're doing is making it like that way. Same way when Steph Curry was on Davidson. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing. It's like, oh, look what they're doing. And everybody thinking like, they ain't gonna win it though. And they didn't. And
it got close.
Yeah. Now what you think about it?
It was a good tournament. I watched more women's games this year than I did men's.
You know what's funny?
The only reason I watched the men's is because I was in a money thing.
Yeah. Mr. Logan's?
Yeah.
Of course.
I got $40 out of it.
You won $40?
Yeah, because me and Daddy split.
Y'all got closer? Y'all won the thing?
I had Clemson and he had like Alabama. He had like 3 good teams. And we split because we were playing each other that day or whatever. And I said, if I win, I'll give you the money. If you win. But he made it to the Final Four.
Oh, that's crazy. I do agree with that. It seems to be more fun to watch the women's game.
Mm-hmm.
It got this. I don't know what it. So you turn on, you like, dang, it's something about it. Because I remember last year, Hunter was out. We were in Indiana to catch a Pacers game. Mm-hmm. And they had it on March Madness. I think it was like North Carolina. It was somebody playing. We watched we watched like half the game. We're like, dang, you see that? Dang.
That's good.
Yeah, I agree. People should watch. Like, there's something about it in March Madness that just seems more fun.
Yeah. So shout out to South Carolina for winning it all. Don Staley.
Who she play for in the pros?
I can never remember. I know she went to Virginia, but I can't ever remember who she played for.
My memories of women's basketball is watching the Houston Rockets, watching LA Sparks, Lisa Leslie, watching New York, the New York Liberty,
Teresa Witherspoon.
Watching oh man, you know how I used to have a crush on? I used to have a crush on. You don't even know. I used to have a crush on Tennessee point guard Kara Lawson.
Oh yeah.
I used to have a crush on her. And yeah, for real, yeah. Oh man, yeah. I sit there watch the games with my mom, but I wasn't sitting there like this. These are girls. It was just you watching the game. It's on. Cool. Now we should get on to the next topic.
Okay.
We covered Cole. We covered the women's game. Now we got to talk about this. Why they do that to Iverson?
I know. I was expecting this big statue. Like, I was so excited. And somebody said that they basically gave him a garden gnome. Like, he was actually taller than the statue. And that's saying something.
I think what's worse is when he unveiled it, he was laughing like he thought it was a joke too. He was like, ha, 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 look at that thing. It's like, nah, man, at least make it as tall as him.
Yeah, at least make it life size.
Yeah, and which is technically short for the NBA.
Yeah, but average height.
Right.
For everybody else.
Because they claim he's like 5'11".
I think he's 6 foot, but
hey, okay.
Who's counting?
Okay, but
I was an Iverson.
Yeah, it's funny. They really should have made it life size because it would have been even more crazy. Like, wow, he was this tall doing this to people.
Yeah.
Now you're looking at it.
Because don't they have one of Charles Barkley and isn't it big?
Maybe because it's big because it is Charles Barkley. Yeah, I don't know. And why it looked like you just captured that like you had a gigantic big screen and you just took a picture of it, just pulled.
Yeah. I was like, this is what we waited for.
You can pay all these NBA players all this money. You can't give us a better statue. That's
right. All he did for the city of Philadelphia and the NBA in general, and they gave him that.
Yeah, all that. He brought braids into the game.
tattoos, big clothes. That they put the dress code in because of him.
Well, I was kind of fine with that, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Only because look, there's only one thing that I couldn't stand. I can't. If they sagging pants.
I don't think I saw any sagging pants in the NBA.
Oh, it was there. It was there. People were sagging.
I mean, their shirts were so big you couldn't see.
People were sagging. Look like bad diapers. Anyway.
Yeah, moving.
All that money they pay those players, and they just like the thing with Kobe statue where they said the names were wrong on the plaque.
Oh yeah.
Of the players and stuff in the game for the 81. Hey, how many statues you think your boy gonna get?
I'm scared to ask who.
LeBron.
Oh, he's several.
Yeah,
he has to have one in Cleveland. He has to have one potentially in Miami. I don't know. LA. Yeah, I guess. But definitely one in Cleveland.
That's cool.
You feel like you have more to say.
I think because people, because the media is at an all-time high and chasing clout is at an all-time high, doing outrageous things in order to get attention, because teams have done a lot of things to get attention. I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, definitely Cleveland. I mean, Cleveland is probably going to be like a gigantic. They might permanently put up that King James poster that they had for those years. You know what I mean?
On that wall across the street from the stadium.
Oh, I didn't know it was all that, but yeah, it
was like a brick wall, and it was.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know the location.
You didn't go with us when we went to go see the game. So you didn't play. I think they played Iverson when he was with the Pistons. Don't talk about that. But we all went. I thought you went.
I probably did. I just don't. I'm sorry. I don't recall. I remember seeing. Anyway, Miami, they could if they want to, but he was there 4 years and bounced. I mean, they could if they want to.
You gave him a championship.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, and then LA gonna do it just because they LA. LA definitely gonna do it. They just gonna do it like, well, you're a superstar, so here you go. It's like what y'all do with him. Well, we didn't win much. I mean, we won a championship. We lost a lot.
You know how many people don't have a championship? There you go. That's something.
Yeah, LA used to be different though, but now LA, they be hanging up banners for mid-season tournaments and stuff. So LA changed their culture. They changed their culture, Well, what? You got to learn how to use the words. You're off screen. Nobody can see that.
Then when you said that just made me think of Paul Pierce when he was mad about them hanging up the mid-season banners.
What's wrong with him being mad about that?
Oh, I just don't like Paul Pierce.
Oh, okay. At least you're being honest. Dang. Because Kobe said
I never did.
Because Kobe said the same thing. Kobe was like, "Why would I hang division banners? That's not why. That's the purpose of the organization." And he's 100% right. He said that's why you'll never see it. And then the only reason they put it up, because it's a mid-season. It's like, but what if we suck at the end of the season? That's the only thing. Like, I love going to the SC Cincinnati games, but I'm still in that American thing in my head. Like when you go to the pros, you don't have these little mini tournaments and stuff. You just play. Because at the end of the season, what if your franchise every year gets the mid-season, don't ever win? It's like, well, at least we're good halfway through the season. How do you feel?
Every time you ask me that, I get scared.
How do you feel? You recently start watching Chucky. Chucky is your favorite. Chucky is your favorite horror character.
Yes, because he's hilarious.
And you told me like a month or so ago. You're like, I'm gonna start watching. I'm like, okay. So how you feel about the series overall? How many seasons is it?
It's 3. We're in the 3rd season. It just came back Wednesday because they had to chop it up because of the writer's strike. So that we had part 1. We're on part 2 now. It's a total mess, but I love Chucky, so I'm watching. Spoiler alert. We're in the White House right now because Chucky is the doll of the president's son. So that's interesting. And then one thing that they did that I loved, and I wish it was longer, they made Chucky good. Like the kids like showed him so much like violence and everything that he like just turned good. It was like a Clockwork Orange type of scene. And he turned good and it was so cute. And but then he pushed a girl out of the window.
I've never seen Clockwork Orange.
Me either. I just
you remember the image?
The scene.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But the show is all over the place. Yeah. But I'm here for Chucky, so.
Okay. So basically, like he's enough to be like, okay, this is ridiculous, but let's see where this goes.
Yeah.
Okay then. Okay. I'm gonna start watching James White started watching Resident. It's on Netflix. It's about doctors or something like that. And I looked it up. I was like, oh, maybe it's like 2 seasons. It's already 6 seasons. I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
Then he was telling me how the ladies in his family are watching Bridgerton.
Daddy watched that.
What?
Yeah. He has a strange.
Wait, huh?
Bridgerton, the people like the
periodic
piece. Yeah. He watched it. I don't know if he finished it, but when it was on, he was watching it.
All I know, because I clicked on it. I was like, let me see how many seasons this is. It was like 3, and I was like, okay. And then I saw like the very first episode. It showed somebody watching. I was like, who's watching this? That is actually
would be your father.
Well, that's random. Okay.
Very.
But yeah, I'm gonna give them a chance. You know, people are hilarious because like I watched Love Is Blind and somebody comment, "Why are you watching this? You a man?" Basically, they were saying it like that, and I was like, "Well, one of my friend was watching it because of his wife, and he's like, 'Yo, man, you gotta check this out. It's ridiculous.'" I was like, "Okay."
That reminds me, I watched something called Apples Never Fall.
On, did you say it's
Peacock?
Okay. How many seasons is that?
It's just one. It's a mini series. It's like 6-7 episodes.
Did you like it?
No.
Oh no. Okay, look. Let me. Apples Never Fall. You didn't like it. Now, did you not like it because of the characters' decisions, or did you not like it because you didn't like it? You get what I'm saying?
I didn't like the ending. It was stupid.
Okay, because remember when Power, it ended, but people were mad how the original series ended, but it made sense how it ended. You know what I mean?
That's still a touchy subject for me, but yeah, I get it.
Like, if you got stuff with villains and the villain wins, you supposed to be mad at the end that the villain won. So there's a difference between saying something was trash and being like, I'm mad it ended this way because but did it make sense? Yeah, it did make sense, but like, you know.
I don't know if we talked about it, but did you see that Tariq's Power is being canceled?
I thought that was a rumor. I couldn't tell if that was real or not.
Well, so far it's being canceled that I know of. Doesn't make sense to me. I would have thought Tommy's would have been canceled before this one because I don't really see too many people talking about Tommy's. I didn't even finish the first season and they already ended the second season.
Taking shots.
What? I don't know. The story just doesn't grab me. Like, I don't care about the sub stories. I thought he was going to California. He's not. He's in Chicago. It's other stuff going on that I don't care about. So, I don't know. But I wish Tariq's Power was going to be on longer.
Okay. I might have to check all of them out. I thought about watching BMF, but I stopped myself. I had to stop myself because look, you got me watching Raising Kanan. That was so many episodes. That was a lot.
Watch BMF. I haven't started this season yet, though.
Why not?
I don't know.
Okay.
I like to watch stuff when like the season's ended so I can binge watch it. So I don't have to keep watching for like 5 weeks and then they take that week break.
Okay.
I want my episodes when I want to watch them.
So, I think the last thing that we will talk about is how you feeling about OJ?
Nothing. Like, rest in peace, I guess.
As a black person. as a black person, because you know it always happens. You say OJ, there's so many violent reactions to it.
I don't know, because it's a weird one for me because Daddy's nickname is OJ. So it kind of desensitized me to it a little bit. So I heard it a lot growing up, and Juice and OJ. So it's just like,
I know how to dissociate the two. Like, it's not one of those things. Wow.
No, like the name. Like, I just be like, oh. But I have no feelings. Like, it's weird that he's dead for some reason.
Because you thought you would, you'd be like, dang.
He was on Cam's podcast. Yeah. He didn't really.
Nah, he look old.
He is old.
Yeah, but
so I didn't think anything of it. What do you remember from that time in 95, 4-ish? Do you remember anything?
I remember the car chase. Because it was on the news. Yeah. I remember it. I remember the car chase, and then also I remember the covering of the court.
Yeah, I remember the trial because Granddad was in town for one of those days, and like we were that's when the TV was in the basement.
I remember watching it in the basement. Yeah,
and he was there, which was because he was from out of town. But I just remember that, and then I remember when they said he wasn't guilty, allegedly.
He's found not guilty by a jury of his peers.
Not guilty, allegedly.
Yeah, did I say guilty or not guilty? Anyway, so
don't matter now.
But I think I can't remember if you said that to me or something, but the first thing I thought was, did he tell anybody he did it before he died?
But I don't know if you saw that he made all of his friends and family that came to see him sign NDAs. So I'm like, that gave us our answer right there, if you ask me.
Really?
Yeah, apparently they had to sign NDAs.
Did he do it?
I feel like if he did not do it, he knows who did it.
I always felt like, this is what I always thought. Not always. This is what I thought of the last decade or so. I was like, what if he didn't do it, but he walked in on it?
Yeah,
and got out of there. Like, like let's say he walked in, everybody dead. He was like, they ain't gonna believe me.
Yeah.
There ain't no way they gonna believe I didn't have nothing to do with this. And he got out of there.
There was a theory that his son did it, his oldest.
Oh, I seen that. I seen.
Not the one.
I seen it on YouTube. Talking about he was a chef, had anger issues, had knives and all this other stuff.
And he was like, on his time sheet, there was like a difference in time or something around that when
they recently came out with what's his name? What's the name? Judge Joe Brown.
Mm-hmm.
He was on something we were telling about like, there's no way it's him. No way it's him because the cuts were done by somebody left-handed and he's right-handed. And then Hunter was like, well, he's like, man, what's some people right with their hand, but they do something else with their left. I was like, dang, Hunter got a point. You know what I mean? What if somebody ever like I do stuff, I'm right-handed.
Like LeBron, he right-handed,
left with what?
Basketball.
You know what's funny? I did see recently he got mad. He's like, I'm tired of everybody talking about bags. Because everybody makes fun of him, claim that he don't have like a bag. He just like regular handles. He ain't got like that bag. It's funny that you mentioned that. Because it had a flashback.
Wait, I think he's left-handed in like the real world, but in the basketball, I don't know. It's something weird.
We ain't talking about him. This is about OJ.
Sorry, I was trying to make an analogy.
LeBron stands.
Or comparison.
LeBron stands. I'll tell you. You can't go one segment. I'm playing. But no. Then he was talking about how like where they were cut from ear to, from under, and then the tongue was pulled up under, and it was just like I was like, that was in the like I didn't hear that. I just heard cut. You know,
I did see like I don't know what show I was watching. They said that it was very deep on her, and she was almost decapitated.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't think he would have done that. But I don't know.
And then I do understand the theory of being like, it had to be two people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause all that and other like all that, like I don't. It's so interesting. And then you think of yourself like, you know that yelling and screaming. Nobody heard anything,
right?
But then again, was it one of those things where like it was a mansion where everybody's so far apart from each other or something?
No, I don't think so.
That's
from what I remember. I don't think the mansions.
Yeah, it's like
apart.
Where was anybody?
And they said that they heard the dog barking, so I'm sure they could have heard screaming.
I always wonder where were other people at.
I don't know, because it was like what, around 10?
I don't know.
9, because he was supposed to be going out of town, and the limo driver said he was there ringing the bell for like 25 minutes or something like that.
I'm just in shock because there's about 5 things about I'm in shock of. Maybe I'll say 3. I just can't believe in our lifetime, we never heard him. They didn't catch nobody. We never heard him confess. And
did you see that thing I sent you on Instagram with Mad TV?
Yeah. I seen that. The Mad TV. If y'all need to see the Mad TV skit on Instagram, it is messed up.
And then
Mad TV OJ with Orlando Jones.
And then the real OJ, when he was saying like, and he was doing an interview or something like that, and then like it was over, and he came at that lady like,
yes, playing around.
And then he wrote a book. What if I did do it, or something like? Or if I did it. I think. I don't know.
Dang.
We'll never know. I mean, we might find out, but why would you have people sign NDAs?
The wildest thing I remember, the things I'll remember is that he was on Cam Newton. He was on Cameron and Mace podcast. It is what it is. That he played Nordberg on Naked Gun, which is
one of my favorite series of movies. I love those movies.
Nordberg, he was hilarious.
He was.
And the funny thing is, they made sure he didn't talk that much. He would say something, and something hit him in the head. Say something, get drugged away by a car.
Remember when he was underneath that bus?
Yeah. Didn't he go to Cleveland or something like that? He's like, oh no.
They went past the White House.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Naked Gun. He was on the Israel's podcast, and you know the last thing to wrap all this up with. He lived long enough to see J. Cole apologize.
Or did he?
Dang, you said he died before that. They just never.
Why is that important? Wait a minute, I just realized it.
There's things I want. I was like, OJ never get to see Drake's response. He didn't get to hear. OJ didn't hear Kendrick's next diss. You know, he'll never see. He'll never see what
OJ was worried about.
He'll never know if the MCU was finally able to turn it around with Deadpool and Wolverine movie. I hope he didn't listen to Beyonce's Country album. I don't know. Excuse me. We gotta go. I'm Cincinnati Man. We did talk about some things. Yeah. And apparently, I'm the only one that don't like Riverdance because everybody run into like, I love that song. Bounce it. Like, anything? You got any random things you want to talk about or something? You done?
No, I'm done.
Well, everyone, y'all take care. Have a good one. Ooh, you got your feelings. I tell you. That Beyonce album was mid. It was solid. It was a solid album, just like LeBron's Laker career. Solid.
These are your opinions. I'm learning as I get older that people can have opinions
and be right
from me. That differ from me. But you don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, then I'll cut the audio off now. Wait, what? Huh?